breathing. Today's class, now the next topic is about mechanism of breathing. So what is actually a breathing? Breathing is nothing but a movement of fresh air from outside into the lungs, okay, through respiratory tract is called breathing. So generally process of breathing takes place in two ways. One we called through inhalation, second one is through exhalation, that is inhaling and exhaling. And for the process of inhaling and exhaling, the organ which is very important one is lungs. Okay, so how does the mechanism of breathing takes place? Our lungs cannot intake an air and they cannot send out air of their own. So breathing is brought down with the help of diaphragm and with the help of rib cage, that is in turn we can call it as thoracic cavity. So mechanism of breathing takes place in two steps, one is inhalation, other is exhalation. So what happens during inhalation and what happens during exhalation, let us discuss now. So first of all, exhalation, so inhalation, I'm sorry. So what happens during inhalation? So during inhalation process, okay, when we intake an air, okay, volume of chest cavity increases, that is volume of thoracic cavity increases. Okay, you can feel it out. So when volume of thoracic cavity increases, diaphragm becomes flattened. Okay, diaphragm becomes flattened, the diaphragm flattens structure which becomes flattened, that is contracts. So because of that, internal pressure decreases. So when internal pressure decreases, air rushes into the lungs. That is what happened during inhalation process. Okay, I would like to show with the help of a diagram. So if you observe here very carefully, so here during the process of inhalation, okay, this is our thoracic cavity. What is generally happening? This is what the diaphragm, which you are able to see very clearly. So ये diaphragm है. So during जब आप inhale करते हो, air enters into it. This diaphragm is pulled down. It get lower. So as the diaphragm get lower, this pressure inside this cavity decreases. As the pressure decreases, air rushes into the lungs. This is what happens during inhalation. Okay, now let us discuss what happens during exhalation. Okay, it happens reverse. So volume of thoracic cavity decreases, very reverse process. Okay, so when volume of thoracic cavity decreases, what happens to the diaphragm? Okay, diaphragm relaxes, means it regains its original position. As diaphragm relaxes, it regains its original position. So what happens to the internal pressure, children? So यहाँ पे इससे पहले inhalation में क्या हुआ है? What happened in the inhalation process? Okay, pressure, internally pressure got decreased. Okay, so here what happens? Internal pressure increases. So when pressure increases, what happens to the area? Decreases. So when area decreases, what happens here? Lungs are squeezed. Air, okay, air moves out. Air moves out through nose into the external atmosphere. This is the process of exhalation. Let us look into the picture here. So during the process of exhalation, what is happening? the thoracic cavity, you can observe very clearly the difference in the diagram. Before, in the inspiration process, that is in the inhalation process, diaphragm is pulled down. Here in the process of exhalation, diaphragm is regaining its original position. As it regains its original position, you can see clearly the area in the thoracic cavity. It got decreased. When area get decreases, pressure increases, which it makes the air to rush out, okay, through nose into the external atmosphere. This is what happens in the process of exhalation. Is it clear, children? Is this clear, that the diagram of inhalation and exhalation? Hope so. This concept of mechanism of breathing is very clear to you all. So this is very important question in our examination, which could be asked, okay, for 4 marks. Please note it down, children. Okay. So now here, during the process of breathing, air has entered into our lungs. Okay. From lungs, air enters into bronchi, bronchi to bronchioles, bronchioles to alveoli. Then after, what happens? The internal process takes place. So far what we have studied till now, it is about the step 1 process, that is about breathing. So as you have studied, okay, let us move quickly into the yesterday's topic which we have discussed. That's about steps in respiration. Do you remember the steps in respiration, children? वहाँ पे क्या हुआ? पहला स्टेप जो था, that is about breathing. What is breathing? Movement of air in and out of the lungs. Then after, what happens? Exchange of gases at lungs level, then transportation of gas, then gases exchange at tissue level, then about cellular respiration. So this is so far what you have studied is about a breathing process. Let us move the next concept. Very important concept is about a gaseous exchange, right? That is alveoli to capillaries. How does it happens? Okay, so this is what the alveoli is. Its alveoli is tiny air sac structure which is single membraned one. Okay, so I'm not so good at drawing a diagram. Hope so you are understanding this. So our alveoli are single membraned structure. These are numerous in number. You need to remember, to have a maximum exchange of gases, these are numerous in number. Okay, already we have discussed and we took some questions regarding this about why alveoli are numerous in number. And you need to remember, these alveoli are surrounded by network of capillaries. So these are called blood capillaries. They are surrounded by blood capillaries. Okay, here in these alveoli, exchange of gases takes place. What generally happens? Exchange of gases takes place here. How does it happen? Let us discuss now. So the exchange of gases takes place by a process, a method called diffusion. Okay, from where? From alveoli to blood capillaries. This is what blood capillaries, this is alveoli. Hope it is clear. Okay, so here exchange of gases takes place in alveoli by the process called diffusion. From where? From alveoli to blood capillaries. Here, this is what which enters into the oxygen. Oxygen from alveoli, it enters into the blood capillaries, and from the blood capillaries, okay, carbon dioxide get diffuses into our lungs. Okay, so the carbon dioxide which is present in the lungs is exchanged by oxygen in the alveoli. Okay, so as these alveoli are very tiny air sac structure, these are numerous in number. So these are surrounded by blood capillaries, and we all know, so blood contains, what is the color of blood? Red in color. It contains a pigment called hemoglobin. Okay, so oxygen from alveoli get diffuses into the blood capillaries. From blood capillaries, a gas called carbon dioxide diffuses into alveoli. So simultaneous there is exchange of gases. This is how the exchange of gases takes place in alveoli. Then after the exchange of gases, the next process happens. What is that next process? That is transportation of gas. So then next happens transportation of gas. So what is, how does it happens? So which gas got diffused into the blood, children? Oxygen. Very good. So oxygen, that which is diffused, hope it is very clear. Oxygen that diffuses into the blood, ऑक्सीजन दैट गॉट डिफ्यूजेस इनटू द ब्लड, कहाँ से आ रहा है? लंग्स. ओके, सो इज ट्रांसपोर्टेड, इसको ट्रांसपोर्ट किया जाता है. दिस ब्लड, दैट ऑक्सीजन इज ट्रांसपोर्टेड to various tissues. How does it transports? We all know that. So about 97% of oxygen that is diffusing into the blood combines with hemoglobin. As I said, your blood contains what? Hemoglobin. So that oxygen which got diffused into our blood, it combines with hemoglobin and it converts into oxyhemoglobin. Now this oxyhemoglobin is transported to various tissues. That is nearly 97%. 97% of oxygen is transported in the form of oxyhemoglobin. The remaining 3% of oxygen, what it will do? It dissolves. It dissolves into water. Of what? Plasma of a blood. This is how the transportation of gases takes place at 100%. Okay, hope you have understood about the transportation of gases very clearly. So how does the transportation of gases takes place? Oxygen that diffuses into the blood from lungs is transported to various tissues. How? This oxygen combines with the hemoglobin and it forms oxyhemoglobin, and that oxyhemoglobin is transported to various parts of our body. Okay, is it clear for everyone, children? Okay, so hope so you have understood about transportation of gases. The next is about a gaseous exchange, that is capillaries to cells and back. Okay, it's also very important concept you have to remember. So exchange of gases takes place here, that is exchange of gases in the sense oxygen and carbon dioxide between blood and body tissues, right? It is called a internal respiration or tissue respiration. Okay, let us discuss that. How does it happens? In the capillaries, so complete different environment takes place. Okay, tissue cells which are present, they are continuously using oxygen. You have to remember it, children. Okay, tissue cells which are present, they are continuously using up oxygen. So the oxygen from the blood which is present in the form of what? Oxyhemoglobin. What happens? It diffuses into the body tissues, right? Whereas carbon dioxide from tissues to the blood, okay, because so higher concentration, there is a higher concentration of carbon dioxide in the body tissues. Okay, and these higher concentration of carbon dioxide in the body tissues, that is due to a process called cellular respiration. So about this cellular respiration we'll discuss in the next coming classes. Okay, so